All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do it well. And salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that are pushing his word with truth, sincerity, and charity, and risk your lives to do so. And first and foremost, the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Jehovah, Yahweh, and many other false names. His only true name is Yahweh, which means he is or he exists. And Bahasham, meaning in the name, Ba'in Hada Sham name, which is the only way to get to the Heavenly Father, which is through his only begotten Son, whose name is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yeshua, and many other false names. His only true name is Yahweh Shai, which means he is deliverance or he is salvation. And that only pertains to you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, who are the biblical Hebrew Israelites. And you speckled birds, right, which are Israelites that have, a different outer appearance. You may not look like a so-called black person or a so-called Mexican, Latino, or a so-called Native American. You may look like a so-called straight-up white man or a so-called straight-up Chinese man. But as long as your seed line, who your father is, goes back to a so-called Negro, Hispanic, or Native American, that will make you a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, for example, Blake Griffin. All right, look at Blake Griffin's father and look at Blake Griffin. And you wouldn't even know that his father looked like that. But that's what happens when you mix your seed with the other nations' women. Your children come out having different complexions and different, they look different. Okay, they may not look like an average Israelite. And the Rakha Quadash is the Holy Spirit. Rakha, Spirit, Quadash, Holy, which is how we have the inspiration to do these lessons and do the will of Yahweh Shemal Shah. It's all done through the Rakha Quadash, which is the holy angels. And today, I want to get into this quick lesson, and I'm going to title it, If They Don't Get It, It's Not For Them. And that's speaking to, the wicked of our nation, the wicked of the nation of Israel, man. Yashra Allah, those that don't get this truth and don't get the understanding of this Bible, and they can't hear the words of the prophets. It's just ultimately because, the Lord just don't want you. It's just not meant for you to get it. If you don't get it by now, in 2024, everything that the prophets have been saying, first and foremost, that you are the true Israelites of this Bible, man. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Or our Lord is a so-called black man who the world calls God, and JC, they are so-called black men. Okay, if they walk on the earth today, they would look like so-called black men. And if you still think that the Israelites are so-called white people, Yahweh Shai look like a so-called white man, it's just not meant for you to get it, man. It's just not meant for you to understand it, because we done prove these things over and over again. And Jake still don't get it in 2024. It just ain't meant for you to understand this. You don't understand that the MOTB is the RFID CHIP. If you can't see that, it's just not meant for you. If you still think that all Gentiles can be saved, this truth is just not meant for you. And many other false things that these people believe, and is contrary to what the prophets are teaching, our elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, who are the true prophets of Yahweh Shemal Shai, are teaching, and you're rejecting that, you can't understand it, it just means that the Lord don't want you. This is Isaiah 6 and verse 8, because to us, these things are very plain, man. It's simple. But it's Isaiah 6 and 8. Also, I heard the voice of Yahweh saying, Who shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me. And he said, Go and tell this people, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the ears of this people fat, and make their ears heavy. Yes, like it says, make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. All right. So the Lord doesn't want majority of Israel to understand the truth and get it. All right. He has a set number of Israelites blinded and deaf out here, blind to the truth and deaf to the truth. They can't understand. They can't get, this wisdom, because the Lord don't want them. He only wants the elect. He only wants that remnant. The rest of Israel was born in vain, man. The rest of Israel are nothing but niggas, nothing but just wicked scumbags. All right, down to do the most grimiest, wickedest shit possible that comes to their mind. Following after the ways of Esau, following after the ways of the heathen. The only ones that's not going to bow their knee is the elect. Because it says at Sirach 17:10, the elect shall praise his holy name. Everyone else is going to go in their own ways. They're going to follow their own hearts, and they're going to go into death and destruction. It says, verse 11, then said I, Lord, how long? So how long are we going to do this? How long are they going to be blinded and not understand this? How long are we going to be on the highways and byways prophesying and telling Jake, who they are, telling Jake to get right, and they're going to continue to go on and just be niggas? How long is this going to happen? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. So we're going to do this until all hell breaks loose, until Jacob's trouble comes and these people start getting judged, these people start dying, and then ultimately those ICBM nuclear missiles come. All right, so once judgment starts to roll out, the prophets say, we ain't gonna be, telling you Jakes for much sooner, because it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here, and you're gonna see it. It's gonna be undoubtable. It's gonna be undoubtable proof. And then that's why it says in what's the Psalms 110. Psalms 110 and verse 3. Yeah, Psalms 110 verse 3, it says, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning thou hast the dew of thy youth. So in a day, all hell breaks loose. These people are they're not gonna be willing. They're not gonna be in the spirit of hearkening to the prophets or trying to get right and trying to listen then, but it's gonna be too late, because the Lord has a set time for you to get it, and a set time for you to get judged. And this is the time for you to get this truth, get this understanding, change your life right now in a green tree. All right, have some works towards your faith, and not in the spirit of partying and living it up. When the spirit of partying and living it up is totally gone out of the earth, then these people are going to want to get right. But it's too late for you, man. So this is Romans 11 and verse 4. It says, but what said the answer of Yahweh unto him? I'll start at 1. This is Romans 11 and 1. I say then, hath Yahweh cast away his people? Yahweh forbid. For I am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. So the Lord is always only dealing with his people. He has never casted off the nation of Israel from being his people. We're always going to be the people of the Lord. And no one else can join on to us. It's only the Israelites. Only the Israelites and the Israelite foreigners. All right, Israelites that look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back to a so-called Negro, Hispanic, or Native American, which makes them Israelite. And this precept proves that. But what it says, verse 2, Yahweh hath not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Want ye not what the scripture said of Elias? I believe this is this Elijah. All right, but the Greek Elias. But it says how he make it intercession to Yahweh against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. But he said the answer of Yahweh unto him, I have reserved to myself 7,000 men, which who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. So the Lord has a reserved number of men All right, they are never going to bow their knee to the image of Baal. They're not going to bow down to this world. They're not going to follow this world. They're going to eventually wake up, and they're going to see the BS and bullshit that's going on in this place. And they're going to serve Yahweh Shema Shai. So it says, verse 5, even so then, at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. So even to this very time, right now, 2024, February the 5th, 2024, man, Yahweh Shema Shai has a reserved number of men that's not going to bow their knee to the image of Baal. They're not going to bow down to this world. They're going to wake up, and they're going to be in the spirit to be against this place. They're going to be in the spirit to understand that Esau, Edom, is the so-called white man. They're going to understand that they are the Israelites, Yashar Allah, and they have to uphold themselves as being such, which is walking holy, separate from this world, separate from these people, and being righteous, living their lives according to these laws, statutes, and commandments. But it's a flip side to that, and that's the 2/3 of our nation and the rest of the wicked around the other parts of the world, because 2/3 is only here in Babylon the Great America. Speaking of one specific land, it says, verse 6, and if by grace there is it no more of works, otherwise grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then is it no more grace, otherwise work is no more work. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So the election are the ones that's going to obtain it. The elect of Yahweh Shema Shai, 144,000, which are the prophets, and the rest of the 1/3 that's going to believe the words of the prophets. They're going to hearken to our voice, man. They're going to do accordingly to what we're saying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, and believe on the names of the Lord. And they're going to be saved. Those are the only ones that's going to get it, which are the ones that the Lord foreknew and predestinated to be saved. Everyone else is just through, man. And that's, something deep, very deep to understand as well. The Lord already had, these men, women, children predestinated to be saved. You cannot make yourself of the elect. You cannot make yourself not of the elect. Whatever road Yahweh Shema Shai has you in, that's the road that you're going to be in. So if you don't get it, you don't understand this truth, it's just because the road that you're supposed to be in is the road of an Israelite that is set to perish. An Israelite that the Lord does not want. That's why you don't understand this. That's why you don't get this, because you were born in vain. 2 Ezra 9:7. And then you see, the thing is, you got to know the whole truth. You got to understand and believe the whole truth and teach the whole truth. You can't be an Israelite and you know 75% truth. You gotta know 100% truth. You got to be in the spirit of knowing 100% truth, man. Not a half-assing it. You giving BS breakdowns. You don't understand the scripture. You don't understand what you're really in. Yeah, even those people will be destroyed. Because if you ain't got it 100%, 100% of the way, you ain't gonna get saved. 2 Ezra 9:7. Yeah, 2 Ezra 9 and verse 7, it says, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. So it's works and faith that's gonna get you delivered. Shall be preserved from the sad perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So the Lord had these men set from the beginning to be saved, set from the beginning to be delivered, predestinated for salvation, predestinated to understand this truth. And everyone else is going to be blinded and not understand it, because the Lord didn't set them up to get it. He set them up to be the scoffers. He set them up to vex and be adversaries to the righteous, to test the righteous, to put the righteous in temptations. That's why these niggas were set up to be the workers of Satan. These motherfuckers are Satanists, man. All these motherfuckers just Satanists, and they against the elect. It says Romans 11 and verse 8. According as it is written, Yahweh have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear ears that they should not hear unto this day. And we just read that in Isaiah the 6th chapter. So this is a quotation of that Isaiah the 6th chapter. So it says, verse 9, and David said, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. So hey, even King David prayed this, that you wicked niggas don't get it. You wicked niggas don't understand it, man. So this is why you don't get it, because Yahweh Shema Shai does not want you to understand the truth. Because it's a lot of jakes who just wicked, man. These niggas are just scumbags. You know, and if you set to be a nigga, that's what you gonna be until the Lord just, ends this place. That's just your role, man. And go back to this 2nd Esdras 9th chapter. 2nd Esdras 9. Salakia. 2nd Esdras 9 and verse 21. Yeah, verse 21, it says, and I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster and a plant of a great people. So the Lord has only kept one grape of a great cluster, a giant cluster. Yahweh Shema Shai has only kept one grape, and that one grape is the elect. It says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. So the Lord don't care about the multitude. He don't care about a whole mass group of Israelites, where you got groups that try to bring in the whole nation. You got niggas mixed in with, Jake, who actually trying to change their life and, trying to get right with Yahweh Shema Shai, trying to get right with, the truth and get the understanding, which is why, we always say that there is some elect in these other Israelite groups, and they're going to come up out of those groups eventually. Eventually, they're going to come up out of those groups, and they're going to follow the great millstone who has the 100% truth. But it says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. So the Lord is not dealing with the multitude, because they were born in vain. They were just set. These guys are nothing but extras. These people are extras, man. These people are just here to just throw tomatoes, while we are the main characters walking, to fulfill our mission. And they're going to be destroyed. But they have a purpose. Their purpose is to not see and understand the truth and be our adversaries. It says, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it. Right. That we are the jewels and gold of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, we are the precious things of the Lord. While the rest of you jakes, you're nothing to him. You're spittle. You're scum. You niggas are the heathen, man. The Lord don't care about you. And that's why if you don't get it, it's just not for you. That's why you can't try to force this down Jake's throat and make them understand this, because it's not something that they can get. Because they're not spiritual. Ultimately, Jake is carnal. They follow the spirit of the world. They follow the spirit of Satan. And it says that, Lord willing, I'm gonna try to find it, but I know it's in Corinthians as well. But they're just taken away by the god of this world. That's how it's worded. But this is 1 Corinthians 2. 1 Corinthians 2, and I'll start at verse 9. It says, but as it is written, verse 11. It says, for what man knoweth the things of Yahweh, save the spirit of Salakia. It says, for what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of Yahweh knoweth no man, but the spirit of Yahweh, right? So it's like a particular person. You don't know what's going on inside of their head, but that particular person knows what's going on in their mind. Okay, so Yahweh Shema Shai, the only ones who know the mind and the spirit of the Lord is those that have his mind. All right, the only one that knows the mind of the Lord is the Lord. And we are of Yahweh Shema Shai. We have his spirit. We have received his spirit. Verse 12 it says, now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh, right? So we have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. So we see and we understand these things. We understand this Bible. We understand what's going on in the world because it's the truth. It lines up with the truth, man. It lines up with the word. It says, John 17:17, thy word is truth. Sanctify them through thy word. Thy word is truth. The words of Yahweh Shema Shai is true, man. And everything else is a lie. Everything that's going on, in this world is all orchestrated by the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, because the Lord is the one that's calling the shots. So the reason why these people don't know what's going on and can't understand why this is going on in the world and that's going on in the world is because they don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. So they'll never get it. They'll never know. They'll just think that it's just all hell just breaking loose for no reason. And eventually it's going to bounce back and America is going to be cool. That's not what the Lord says. It's not what the script says, man. The script says this place is going to be destroyed. And the only ones that's understanding that and believing that is the elect. Because what? Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh. That's why we understand. That we might know the things that are freely given to us of Yahweh, right? And this is a gift. This is a gift given to us by Yahweh Shema Shai, according to Ephesians 2 and verse 8. So now we have the understanding, we have the wisdom. Amos 3 and verse 7. The secrets of Yahweh Shema Shai has been revealed unto his prophets freely. This has been freely given to us, man. Which is why it's even more, we owe Yahweh Shema Shai everything because we ain't do nothing for this truth. The Lord woke us up one day and we ran to a brother who was already in his labor, doing his work. And the Lord woke us up. It says, now we have received not the spirit of the world. Verse 13, Salakia. It says, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Right, and that's the only way that you're going to understand it. Breaking this down with spiritual things, with the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, precept upon precept. It says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. So, right, he's not going to understand this. He's not going to get it because he's spiritually discerned. All right, the Lord is not done with him. The Lord didn't give him the understanding of wisdom and knowledge. He didn't give him the spirit. He didn't give him his spirit. So they can't compare spiritual things with spiritual things. They can't break down this Bible. They can't get the understanding of what's going on in the world because they're carnal. They look at the things that we say as being foolish. And what we're doing is we really speaking through the spirit. We speaking through this Bible. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. But they don't get it because they're carnal men. It says, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. For who have known the mind of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, that we may instruct him, but we have the mind of Hamashiach. So we have the mind of Yahweh Shema Shai. So this is why we get it. We understand it, man. Because the Lord has blessed us. He has opened our eyes. He has given us his wisdom and his knowledge, this understanding, this gift. While everyone else can't get it because they are taken away. They are taken away by the spirit of Satan. And the Lord made it that way. 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 3. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. And that word lost goes into perishing. All right, so if they can't get it, they can't understand it. It's just because they were set to be destroyed by Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why they can't get it. That's why they would never get it, no matter how much you try to make them understand it, you try to plead with these niggas. All that's gonna do is make them go even harder in their wickedness, man. It says that he that being often reproved hardening his neck. The more you get on these niggas' asses, the more you rebuke them, the harder they're gonna go in that wickedness. The deeper they're gonna go in being wicked. Damn, man, this nigga just told me to stop committing adultery, man. I'm finna try to have sex with five niggas wives this week. You know, that's the mindset that Jake has, because they're rebellious. They're like little children. You tell them not to do something, you tell them not to hit the table. Now they smack the table even harder. That's why it's best to just go about your business, man. Hey, say what you gonna say, and then it is what it is. Just keep it moving. Jake don't get it. Ain't no pleading with these niggas. It says Zechariah 13:8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, said Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and they're going to die, and that's majority of our nation. So majority of Israel just can't understand this, man. They can't get this. It's just not for them. They're meant to be destroyed by Yahweh Shema Shai. And 1/3 is going to be saved. 1/3 is going to be delivered. 1/3 is going to hear the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. I'm keep going, verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. Right? And as I said, we are the jewels of Yahweh Shema Shai. We are that gold, we are that silver, the elect. We are that plant that the Lord has, put great labor into, putting us through, all this adversity, all this hell, just to refine us, just to perfect us, to make us stronger, because the elect is always going to stay closer and closer to Yahweh Shema Shai. They're going to cleave to him. Every time they put through a situation, they're going to cleave to Yahweh Shema Shai. And all it's going to do is make them stronger and stronger in the spirit, make them more faithful to Yahweh Shema Shai, man, making them perfect vessels for the Lord. So it says, they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. And we know that Yahweh Shema Shai is our power. He is our God, man. Okay? Because the Spirit of the Lord is upon the elect. We are one. We are all one. Yahweh Shai, and his men. We are all one. So this is Isaiah 44. And I think it's 18. Yeah, Isaiah 44:18. It says, they have not known nor understood, for he have shut their eyes that they cannot see, and their hearts that they cannot understand. So the Lord has shut the eyes of these people and the ears of these people, so they can't get it. They can't understand it. You're going up in this chapter, are you worshiping I'm gonna just read it. But it says, verse 15, then shall it be for a man to burn, for he will take thereof and warm himself right. So you got a person cut down a tree, and then you would take that same tree that you cut down, you will use it for wood. You will use it for something for your house or something like that. You will build a table or do something like that. But you're using this wood for many different things. Yea, he kindle it and bake it bread. Yea, he make it a god and worship it. The same wood that you use to cut down to make that bread, okay, to make your food, to build a house, you use that same wood and build the god and you worship it. It's nothing but wood. But the reason why you don't understand that, you can't perceive that in your mind, is because verse 18. Because the Lord shut up your eyes. Okay? He stopped your ears so that you can not hear the truth. You cannot understand this. You can't get that you're worshiping nothing but a fucking piece of wood. If you had any common sense, you would think, damn, I just use this wood to make a fire. But then you bow yourself and worship. you make a god out of that wood and worship it. Just a fool. It says he maketh it a graven image and falleth down thereof. He burneth part thereof in the fire. With part thereof he eateth flesh. He roasted roast, and is satisfied. Yea, he warned himself and said, Ah, I am warm. I have seen the fire, and the residue thereof he maketh a god, even his graven image. He falleth down unto it, and worship it, and prayed unto it, and said, Deliver me, for thou art my God. Like, do you hear how stupid this shit is? that's stupid, man. That's just sottish, and that's Jake. Sottish children. But Yahweh Shema Shah made it this way. He shut up your eyes. He shut up your ears so that you cannot perceive and understand this truth. And see that shit is just folly. I want to get this Isaiah 29. To add on to that, Isaiah 29 and verse 9 says, Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For Yahweh have poured out upon you the spirit of sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have he covered. So Yahweh Shema Shah is just totally not dealing with the wicked of our nation. He's not dealing with Jake. He ain't dealing with these wicked Israelites, man. Because what they're drunken, but not with wine. They're drunken with the wine of Babylon, the philosophies of this world, the lies of Esau, Edom. They're drunken with that shit, man. So they think that being a 2/3, gang banging nigga is right. They think that being a nigga and still trying to serve Yahweh Shema Shai and being the truth is right. You got niggas who got tattoos of the name of Yahweh and the Lashawan Kodash, the Paleo Hebrew, on their damn necks. The name of Yahweh on their neck. Like you bring a nigger culture into the truth. You're trying to be a nigger and still serve Yahweh Shema Shai. It don't work that way. It's impossible. But that's because they're drunken with the philosophies of this world. And they just can't let it go. And they can't get sober because the Lord don't want them to get sober. It says verse 11, And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed, right? So this truth is like a sealed book to Jakes. It's just not meant for you to be able to read this. It ain't meant for you to get it. It's just like when the dude up on what was that what's his word, the book of Eli, the book of Eli. He had got the Bible, finally got the Bible, and at the end of the movie, and it was Braille, which is what blind people use to read. So he couldn't understand the book. He got the book and it was sealed, man. And that's what it is for you niggas. It is, we out here on the highways and byways, week in and week out. Do these lessons day in and day out to the best of our ability. And Jake still don't get it. We read this to you, and you come with another rebuttal. Like you just can't understand it, man. And that's because the Lord has sealed up this truth to you wicked Israelites. It says, and a book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned. So the Lord is just not dealing with these niggas. This is I'm gonna go back to this Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 4 and 2 Corinthians 4 and 4. And whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. Right? So the God of this world, who is Esau, Edom, coming through the spirit of Satan, has blinded these people that believe not. So he has their mind. He has their soul. Hey, not Yahweh Shema Shah. That's why they can't get it. Yah of your father, the devil. The Lord made you niggas allegiant with Satan. You made allegiance with the wicked, man. Just like the wicked Israelites did in the time of the Maccabees. You niggas just joined to the wicked instead of stand stiff and stand strong for Yahweh Shema Shai. You would rather just give in and fold to be a servant to Satan, because really these niggas are wicked, and they want to just be wicked. They want to find an excuse to be wicked. I'm a product of my environment. We're all products of our environment. That doesn't mean that you stay that product. Doesn't mean you stay a nigga. You change your ways once you've seen the truth, once you've seen what's actually gonna work for you and be profitable for you, what's gonna give you good success. Like it said in the book of Joshua, the first chapter, this truth is gonna give us good success. Serving Yahweh Shema Shai. Everything else has only led to us dying, man. But the reason why they can't get it is because the Lord just has them blinded. Has them not being able to get it. It says, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine upon them. And ultimately, the Lord doesn't want these people. He doesn't want to heal them. He doesn't want them to convert and be healed. And that's what Yahweh Shai said. I'm going to just get it. Yahweh Shai said that. I'm going to end on this because the point been made, man. You know, hey, these niggas just not going to get it. Just not going to get it, man. So if you don't get it by now, it just means that it's not meant for you. This is Matthew 13 and verse 9. It says, who have ears to hear, let him hear. Right. And that's the point. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. If you don't have ears to hear this truth, don't hear. You can't hear. You won't hear. This message is not for you. This message is for the elect. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But to them it is not given. So it is not given to the wicked of our nation. It's not given to the undesirable. It's not given to them which were born in vain. Which is why we ain't trying to say the whole damn nation. You got the IUIC doing fucking 1,000-man marches in the hood, trying to get Jake to conform to being an Israelite and get it right. It's not gonna happen, bro. Niggas marching around the fucking O Block trying to get Jake to get right. Hey, them niggas already done got caught up by the Muslims. Them niggas are believing in Islam, still gunning each other down, still smoking backwoods, still committing adultery, still having a covetous spirit upon them, still doing all kind of manners of wickedness. Okay? Every wicked thing you can think about, these niggas doing it, man. Ain't no saving these motherfuckers. It's not meant for them to get. It's meant for us to understand these mysteries, the elect. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. So as for us, we're going to flourish more and more in this truth. Our faith is going to flourish. Our faith is going to become greater and greater. Our wisdom and knowledge is going to become greater and greater, because Yahweh Shema Shai is going to increase our spirit. And as for these, these other niggas, these other people, hey, they're not going to have, they're going to totally have nothing. All right, the Lord is just going to make them even more and more, trapped up in their own devices. Go even harder in their wickedness. Believe in the damn idols and gods that they followed after. They're never going to be able to see the truth, because it's just not for them. It says, therefore, verse 14, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. So Yahweh Shai does not want to heal them. Yahweh Shai does not want to save these niggas. You got these people talking about the Lord was all love. This is not all love right here. Yeah, all right. The Lord said, and understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. He does not want to heal them. He does not want to save them. They were created to be destroyed. They were created to not hear this. They were created to not understand. They were created to play this role, to be the scoffers, to be the niggas, to be the adversaries of the elect, to be the ones to come up against us, to be the ones to not listen. They had to be a part of the story, man. And we just so happen to be on the right side, which is why we say the Wadi Yahweh Shem Al Shah every day, man. Because we on the right side. Yahweh desire we stay on that side. But it says, verse 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. So we thank Yahweh Shem Al Shah, because we can see this. We can understand this. We ain't worried about you niggas. We don't care if y'all can't get it. We don't care if you don't understand. We don't care if you don't care. If you don't care, that's on you. If any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. If you don't care, you don't want to get it, so be it. We fishing for the elect. We trying to save the elect. We ain't trying to save you niggas, because you're not going to get saved. It's not meant for you to get saved. It ain't meant for you to get right. It's meant for you to be destroyed by the Lord. So, hey, I pray this lesson was edifying. I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Chak, Radash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone of the Will. And salutations and blessings to Akim that are pushing his word with truth, sincerity, and charity. Shalom and Kwam Yashar Allah.